Hello, dude, with my tidbits. Nasi, we're talking emotions. So emotions, a lot of emotions. A whole range of emotions that are out there. And if you think about emotions, they're very interesting in that they're so very linked to our survival. But for some reason, we have become almost afraid or ashamed of them. And yet these are things that they become hardwired with emotions, right? So that if you arrived in Japan, I've never been to Japan, but I'm sure if you arrived to Japan today at the airport and you saw somebody kind of like this, right? You might, I don't know, guess that maybe they're angry, or if they were like, cheery, you might guess that they're happy. So, we recognize emotion in others and in ourselves. And if you think about it, when we're born, we come loaded with nothing but emotions, but we're able to get fed, we're able to get changed, we're able to get clothed, we're able to get all kinds of stuff done using nothing but our emotions. So our emotions are important to our survival. That's a key factor. But as we get older, somewhere along the lines, we're told, Kuti, some emotions are not good, some should not be expressed, and this and that. Some even talk about negative emotions and positive emotions. I kind of think of it more as the key is in how we express emotion, right? So almost like there's a clear experience of an emotion, right? Versus a muddy experience of it. So this clear and muddy thing comes from the idea that when we feel something inside, we can either accept that this is how I'm feeling, this is human. Even if I'm feeling upset at a parent or my partner, the emotion itself is valid, right? But when we start to feel, sort of ashamed about our emotion, or when we have emotions about the emotion, and kind of block this, feelings, I really want to say this, but I'm ashamed, or I don't want to say it, then we start to get into problem territory, right? And if you think about emotions, they come in waves, up and down and up and down, and they can intensify, and then when they're at the very top over here, it's a difficult place, and we have to just really accept that that's how we're feeling. And if we did nothing at all when we're at the very top there, the emotion will subside, as it were, kind of like a wave cresting, and then it goes down. But sometimes this natural decrescendo of emotions does not happen because we start to have emotions about emotions and thoughts and all these things that just keeps this thing looping and looping and looping and looping, which doesn't feel good. In fact, it actually activates our stress response in the body. So number one, let's learn to be okay. It's human to have emotions, even emotions can the people that we love and people that we respect. Another key thing about emotions is that no matter how intense an emotion is, no emotion lasts forever. None. If you think about the worst experience you've ever had, take yourself back there, what you're feeling in your body and the outlook. I don't know, for me, it's probably the first time that I was heartbroken. It felt like this is it. I will never be, I'll never feel again. I'll never feel love again. I will feel alive again. But do I feel like that right now? No, right? So any emotion, no emotion lasts forever. Another tidbit to remember is if you're in any situation, if you can't survive, if you can't solve any problem that you're in, all you have to do is survive it and not make it worse. That's all you got to do, right? If you're in a crisis situation, emotions are getting away from you and stuff, and try to prevent this emotionally driven behaviors like, I don't know, yelling and throwing stuff around and all these things. All you gotta do is just to survive it, because again, no emotion lasts forever, and that if you distract or delay, eventually the emotion will go down, and you might be able to make some decisions, have a conversation when you're not as high up there in my emotions. Like, to really be aware of when it is that we approach, because sometimes you might have a very valid point, you might have something important, but if your approach is wrong because you happen to be in an emotional state that is highly charged, then nobody's talking about the whatever the issue is. They're really focusing on your behavior, right? So we'll gubba gubba like that, right?